Carlos Alcaraz's journey from a young boy in El Palmar, Spain, to the top of the tennis world is a story carved with discipline, humility, and ambition. Born on May 5, 2003, Alcaraz grew up in a modest but tennis-savvy family. His father, Carlos Alcaraz Gonzalez, managed a tennis academy and had once been a top national player himself. That environment naturally fed Carlos's early love for the game, and by age 4, he had already picked up a racket. From that point on, tennis was more than a hobby, it was a calling. The foundation of Carlos's game was built in his early years at home, but his growth accelerated when he joined the Equalite J.C. Ferrero Sport Academy in Villena. Under the mentorship of former world number 1 Juan Carlos Ferrero, Alcaraz honed not just his technical game but also the mental side of professional tennis. Ferrero, known for his work ethic and precision, instilled a mindset of preparation, poise, and focus. That influence became one of the most defining partnerships in modern tennis, a combination of youthful flair and veteran guidance that would catapult Carlos to stardom. In 2018, Carlos turned professional at just 15 years old. His ATP debut was quiet but promising, with flashes of brilliance and a raw hunger that caught the eye of seasoned analysts. Unlike many prodigies, Alcaraz didn't rush. His rise was strategic, marked by consistent improvement, calculated tournament choices, and a clear focus on development over exposure. By 2021, he broke into the top 100, and just a year later, he achieved something no one had done before, becoming the youngest world number 1 in ATP history after winning the US Open at only 19. That 2022 US Open run was a turning point. It wasn't just about the title, it was how he won it. His matches were marathons, filled with jaw-dropping shots, unwavering energy, and the ability to stay calm under pressure. It was a reminder of the mental fortitude that set him apart. That same year, Alcaraz also won Masters 1000 titles in Miami and Madrid, defeating legends like Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic along the way. These weren't symbolic victories, they were changing of the guard moments, and the tennis world knew it. But Carlos was just getting started. In 2023, he returned to Wimbledon and dethroned Djokovic in a dramatic 5-set final, showcasing his evolution into a complete player. He had adapted his clay court instincts for grass, adding variety and net play to his arsenal. Then in 2024 and 2025, he pulled off the rare Channel Slam, winning both the French Open and Wimbledon in the same year, back-to-back. At just 22 years old, Alcaraz had already claimed 5 Grand Slam titles, with many believing he could challenge even the highest records in the sport. What distinguishes Carlos isn't only his technical skill, though his forehand is one of the best in the game, and his speed unmatched, it's his spirit. He plays with a joy and freedom that feels both nostalgic and revolutionary. He doesn't just win matches, he electrifies audiences. His drop shots are daring, his rallies theatrical, and his composure unshakable. But beneath the flair is a machine-like discipline. Carlos trains rigorously, with structured routines for nutrition, mobility, strength, and recovery. His team, led by Ferrero, is a close-knit unit, and every move is intentional. Off the court, Carlos Alcaraz's lifestyle remains grounded, even as his fame soars. He still returns home to Murcia often, cherishing family time and connecting with the local community. In 2024, he founded the Carlos Alcaraz Foundation, aimed at providing sports and educational opportunities to underprivileged youth across Spain. The foundation reflects his deep commitment to giving back, his way of ensuring that tennis and opportunity extend beyond borders. Despite the growing celebrity, Alcaraz has maintained a low profile in his personal life. He's rarely seen at parties or tabloid events, and when asked about relationships, he speaks with measured privacy. While rumors have occasionally linked him to other public figures, Alcaraz keeps the focus on tennis and self-development. His relationships with his team, especially Ferrero and his family, appear to be the most central and stable aspects of his personal world. Financially, Alcaraz is already a titan in the making. As of mid-2025, his net worth is estimated between $50 million and $70 million. He has earned over $45 million in prize money alone and secured lucrative endorsement deals with Nike, Rolex, BMW, and Louis Vuitton. His signature Nike shoe line has become a bestseller, and his image features prominently in global marketing campaigns. Unlike some athletes who let fame reshape their values, Alcaraz continues to live modestly, investing wisely in real estate and personal development. His home in Murcia, a spacious yet understated modern villa, includes private tennis courts, a home gym, and open space where he meditates and trains. He also owns a property in Madrid near his training academy. His car collection includes a BMW i8, gifted by one of his sponsors, and a custom electric SUV he often uses for local travel. But these are tools, not trophies. For Carlos, wealth is a resource, not an identity. In terms of personality, those close to Carlos describe him as humble, introspective, and exceptionally focused. He enjoys reading, especially biographies of other athletes and leaders, and is known to journal regularly. He often speaks about mental resilience and self-awareness, crediting those traits as much as his physical gifts for his success. Interviews with Carlos reveal a young man who is articulate, thoughtful, and gracious, even when pressed about the pressures of stardom. Perhaps what's most compelling about Carlos Alcaraz is how he balances extremes. He is both fierce and joyful, disciplined yet expressive, grounded but globally famous. That balance reflects a broader shift in modern sports, where authenticity, empathy, and consciousness are just as important as skill and spectacle. Alcaraz is part of a new generation of athletes redefining what leadership and influence mean. Looking ahead, the sky seems to be the only limit. With youth, talent, a loyal team, and an insatiable hunger for improvement, Alcaraz is poised not just to dominate his era but to reshape it. Conversations have already begun comparing him to the greatest of all time, but Carlos deflects such labels. He speaks instead about process, legacy, and love for the game. That mindset is perhaps his greatest strength. It keeps him focused, centered, and ready for what's next. So whether he's lifting trophies on center court or spending quiet moments with family in Murcia, Carlos Alcaraz is already more than a tennis star. He's a global ambassador for the sport, a symbol of what's possible when talent meets intention, and a role model for countless young athletes watching him rise. His story is far from finished, but the pages we've read so far are unforgettable. If Carlos's journey moved or inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll continue to follow stories like his, where greatness meets grace, and excellence is built not just on talent, but on heart. Until next time.